Hello there, 4D. This is Nosedive. I'm here with a cover of the replay between Rumblebee and Scooter, the Fighta Aces versus the Living Goats. This is a week 1 replay analysis. Now my goal with these is not to come off as too critical, but I am hoping that just having somebody else look over your game will be good for you. We'll get started. I believe the Living Goats chose to kick. He's just going for a standard rule of 5 setup. It's AV9 versus AV9 on the line. Keep your valuable players tucked in the back. I like that. Rumblebee's setting up, trying to overpower the line of scrimmage, get past all the guard. A very centralized setup. A wide kick and a blitz might have hurt, but quick snap helps him get in a better position here. If I was him, I would have spread these guys out just one step further. Sure, they're able to get blitzed, but the claw was on this side, so your strength isn't at risk. This guy is dodge. The killer doesn't have tackle. Probably these guys each out one, and these guys I would have plopped up closer or right on the edge of the line too. Just give you a little bit more space to work with, a little bit more overarching grasp on the field. He's punched down the line. I imagine we're seeing the blitz on Hines Psycho Ward coming out. You probably just don't follow that with your armor value 8 killer. Run back in, maybe bring this blitzer up. This is definitely going to be a foul. A nice KO to start with. Does he get sent off? No, he does not. That's an excellent KO to start with. Now here I would have probably moved your guard stand firm up, even if he was tucked behind this black work, because you're worried about this guy. Try to protect him, or you can move him over more, sort of exert yourself further upfield. Either way, it's still a good position for the Orcs, especially with the removal of this block guard warrior. Now on Scooter's end, you're just trying to screen up, stop him from breaking through. Blitz the DP down. I would have kept this guy further back. There's a lot of guys very close together. I feel like you could have had him there, drop this guy here, mighty blow. Tackle comes here, killer stays a little bit further back. Sure, you're playing more passive, but it's still an upfront passive. They still have to go through just as many players to get in a good position. Going for the blitz on the black work, it's always good. No knockdown. Probably not going to affect the game that bad. Probably just run him back. Yeah, do the GFI, and then you set a Beastman up here, probably. I would have put Wrestle guy here, Block guy here, Blodge guy in, Mighty Blow guy hanging back a little bit. I don't like this setup. You just exposed your carrier to a palm tackle hit. If Rumblebee wanted to take it, of course. He's not going to. He's just going for the warrior. I would have thrown the hit over here and just committed some guys further downfield here. Maybe slowly worked my cage from the right to the left. If I feel the need to pause to explain some of my thoughts, I probably will. I think you could have just moved. He's going to get blitzed. If the Claw Mighty Blow wants to blitz this guy, he's getting punched either way. Might as well have put him one out. Stop a goat from getting him behind. You could leave that 2 gap there. But again, this is really just nitpicky stuff. Both coaches are playing pretty well. I think he forgot this warrior didn't have guard. Or he was just going for the 1D to try to clear it off. This is not a good situation at the moment for the Chaos. The orcs can really stack some pressure with these guard black orcs up here. Or even just getting them in. Getting a bunch of guard in. Stacking up the pressure and just probably eventually just shoving these. That is very unfortunate. Nothing bad happened yet. The orcs are still in a very safe position. I'm just going to pause it because I wasn't a big fan of the blitz on the Mighty Blow. I feel like you could have stacked some pressure up and I don't know, just gone for like, could have gone for him maybe. Bring a black orc around, punch him. Could have just forced your way up and have basing this whole side with the Chaos Warriors down with guard. Really help push through the next turn because he's just going to clear this black orc, probably blitz the troll. And then you're in the same position you were in before. I didn't like that follow. You could have thrown like a different beastman in there. And then your Mighty Blow could be somewhere else. That's very unfortunate. That's even more unfortunate. He still has a pretty safe screen. I don't like not pushing this guy back. I guess you're fouling. I wouldn't have fouled there. It's a good piece, but a send-off just hurts you so bad. It puts you in such a bad position for this drive when he's already up a man. Now your killer's getting punched. And got 2 appos, so no big deal. But now you're down 3 men for the drive. This is where Rumblebee has to start using his guard advantage. Basing up. Really just shoving it down the Chaos's throat that he's up 3 men on this drive. I would have even based this guy here and run the dirty player around to the spot that he's in right now. Just been more aggressive, force guys over. If he can't support him, he just gets punched on the next turn. 1 man down. But so this is just all nitpicky stuff. I think both coaches are playing really good with some simple mistakes. I think the Chaos coach in this situation, Scooter's playing as good as he can with what he was dealt with the 3 removals. I mean, 1 self-inflicted removal, but this is really where Rumblebee's going to run away with the game. With a quick blitz on this goat, thrower can start moving downfield with support. Rest of the Chaos is tied up on this side of the pitch. Free hit with a killer on the blodge goat. It's really not a good situation. He can even sandwich them in if he wanted to. I don't like this blitz. I think you should have brought DP up, blitz the side, come up with a secure cage. You could have used this black orc to sandwich this guy in. He's using his man advantage, but I feel like he could have done it in a different way. You're just giving up some retaliation hits that you really didn't need to give up. Like, they're not important hits, mind you, but they're hits you could have just avoided. Rumblebee's just got a pretty easy walk it in, doesn't even need GFIs. Even with all these guys coming up, it's still a fairly easy walk in because he can just use up, blitz down, ball moves into the middle of the pitch. I don't like using the orc before you've even secured a scoring threat. Using the troll, I mean. Even with block, he's still risky. 1 in 36 has happened. I don't like this. I think you should have blitzed with this guy up and around. Your black orc could be the side of the cage over here. Or could even have just moved straight across. He's giving up a hit on the ball. 3+, 3+, 2+, 2+. It's not the most likely thing in the world, but those do happen. I don't like doing that. This guy could have potentially knocked the thrower down and made the score a little more tricky for Rumblebee. Now Rumblebee just gets to walk it straight in. Maybe even with his 2 rerolls, take like some 2D punches with block. Maybe take a 3D. Handing off to him to feed him touchdowns. Should have done that before you... I wouldn't have punched with the troll here. I would have just gone for the blitz with the palm. One nothing Rumblebee. KO rolls are pretty important here for the Chaos. They're back to even. They still have a warrior out though. They have 11 men though, I believe. Yep, they got 11 men. I can see where this game is going. I imagine this warrior stays out in the second half. And the Chaos just get out-guarded. The orcs have 3 black orcs with guard. They have 2 blitzers with guard. They have a strength 4 blitzer. They have a troll. I think this is just going to be the Chaos just being shown that it really, when it comes down to it, orcs are better for the Bash v Bash matchup till very high team value when the Chaos get more kill skills up. It's unfortunate the Claw couldn't knock anybody down in the first half. I feel like this could have been a change of pace for the Chaos if he would have stuck around a bit longer and would have actually knocked people down on his blitzes. Just going for the vanity pass to level up the mighty blow. I like that. Does he make it? He does make it. That's really nice for afterwards. Do you give him claw or do you give him block? I'd give him block since you already have the Mighty Blow Claw, and just feed him a couple touchdowns maybe to help him level along. Fouling the DP. It's a dead dirty player. Yeah, this is what I figured, and I think the Chaos are just going to be outguarded, outstrengthed, and slowly grind their way to a loss. It's tough in matchups like these when your team relies on having a lot of development and the other team can do pretty good with a low amount of development. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. The Orcs have a lot of development on their team. That's why they're the favorite of mine to win the div. Rumblebee going for a standard protect the blitzer setup. Troll on the front line. Probably baiting out like a claw hit on the troll because the troll has regen. Throwing edge lineman on. I mean, I would have just thrown the thrower on. The thrower probably serves less purpose than the plus agility lineman at this point. He's sort of just a lineman that can sometimes do things. This is a lineman that could always do things. High kick, that's really good on a deep kick. Could just scatter out though and stays in. Sorry for the cut there. My cat just knocked a cup over and broke it, but we're back for the second half. Scooter's getting tilted at this point, I think, that his claw isn't doing anything. Sure Hand's doing a thing, running in. Gonna just blitz him and then come back. Now, if I was Rumblebee, I'd be putting a lot of pressure on, basing everybody with guard. Like that blitz, but at the same time, I think you should have just gone for like a guard in Mighty Blow blitz with this guy on this side. Playing very passively. So where's the troll going? I don't know if I like this from Rumble here. You're not up men, but you have a significant strength advantage, especially with the troll. He can base up 2 guys for the price of 1. If you bought the troll and like a guard guy in, you could have based 4 beastmen here or whatever, or a lot of beastmen. Scooter just not getting anything in the way of removals. Running down a scoring threat. So far this half, looks like neither coach wants to engage for the fear that they'll be outbashed back. Rumble now has an excuse to not base. He's down a man. But Scooter's not basing because if he does really stack like basing pressure, he's just going to get punched back by all the guard. Rumble didn't engage for what I presume is the fear that he just gives up a lot of one die hits. But I feel like he should have really used the 5 guard pieces and a troll. Break it into the cage. A KO to match the first KO. Then you park the troll in there. Now you base up Rumble. Now you throw your guard at him. You show him that, like, even though he has the ball, you have the guard. I'd even just throw a lineman here. And I would bring this guy up here. I don't like not basing this guy because Scooter could just go for the YOLO pass if he really wanted to. Scooter can reorient to the other side of the pitch now. But he's just going to be followed there. I'm assuming he makes the handoff. Only moving 5. Now, if you're Rumble, I think you just blitz this goat on your way back across with all your pieces here into a central position. Even just blitz back. Going for the killer. That feels like a very greedy play, going for the killer over the scoring threat, because he can blitz you down, get out. Could have come in for a GFI 3+3+ to score. He's just going to try to knock down the stand firm and free up another goat. Now, if you're a Rumble, this is a very easy situation. Guard guy comes up, punch, get a knockdown of some sorts, run him in. Could even do 2 GFIs from the back. Or it's a 1 GFI. feel like this is just, I think you had to throw a punch on the goat if you wanted to try to stop them from scoring. I don't feel like you're gonna stop them from scoring here, but do you bring him around to base as well? You bring him in front. All is the blitz from the back and he scores. Might as well go for the tackle hit, I guess, with a reroll. You're not going to win the game as Scooter here. One guy comes back. He's down a black work in the DP. So Rumble's still at 11. And the Chaos are still at 11. I feel like this is where Rumble just goes balls to the wall. Bases a lot with your guard, strength 4. Get the ball to this guy on the sideline somewhere. Run it downfield, quick score, 3 turns. Setting up further back, I like that from Scooter. But I feel like he could be a little, like, it's a good play for, like, the scoring threat has to come down, and there's probably not going to be enough players to fully cover it unless he just commits all his team to this side. Yeah, I feel like Scooter could have been a bit more aggressive. 2 off the line, really just trying to take a hold of the fact that he has 11 men in this situation. That's a very good kick if it stays inbounds. Big Bad Jim Brown 2. Eats a badly hurt. Ah, that's what did it. If that stayed in, I would have actually put Scooter in a pretty good position here. Now Rumblebee just runs it down. Puts a lot of pressure on Scooter to crash on this side. If you're Rumble, I think you even would run a blitzer down sort of to another side. Leave you open for the possibility of passing it across to run down if the Chaos collapse on you like they should. That's a really nice SPP grab on that Black Orc. He's leveled now. Now if you're Scooter, I don't like this. That's really aggressive. I'm assuming you're blitzing the blodge guy with tackle. Yeah. Very aggressive play considering now you have all your team that's in the backfield dedicated to this half. This warrior moving over makes it even worse. Because I guess with the bolt, I didn't even know Scooter had a wizard. I didn't even notice. But I feel like if you're Rumble, you just blitz the blodge guy. That wizard, I feel like, should have come out at some time in the first half if you were going to use it. I don't like Rumblebee throwing guys here. Rumblebee could have repositioned more in the middle, gotten like a killer blitz on the blodge guy. I guess you could go for the score too. But I feel like he could have repositioned and then counter-scored. Just on the other side there, but Maybe gotten some more hits out of it. You're in a really good position. There's no riots. Chaos are down 2 men. They count 1 turn. I don't think they can even 1 turn with a quick snap here. Really good game from Rumble. In the situation it was here, where Scooter had his guys in the back there, instead of crashing in and basing, I feel like he should have, with the wizard, I feel like he should have start of turn bolted or fireballed or something, try to knock players down. A bolt would have been good, but Rumble was movement 7. He could have still just like scooped it up and run to another side if he didn't get removed. He had a bunch of other pieces there. I feel like a fireball might have been the right play there, but still using your wizard at the start of the turn so you can blitz in, maybe do some scatters, just pressure a ball. And if you weren't going to use the whiz, I would have slid warriors across, beastmen in the back, really just forcing Rumble to the middle because he's not fighting through your screen. Other than that, I thought it was a pretty good half from Scooter, at least on the offensive side. We'll see if any damage gets done to the line of scrimmage here. This would be an awesome vanity pass right at the end. You should have stayed. Could have got a 3 dice blitz with the wrestle. And then had the tackler open for a foul maybe at the end of your turn. Does he get the SPP? He does. That's a pretty good game for... Scooter got the loss, but he got 2 levels out of it. Rumble got a brutal MVP steal. This hurts. This 2 armor breaks hurts. Because your killer just wasn't doing anything, really. Still played a really good game. I feel like it still could have gone either way there at the end. I feel like a tie was very likely. If Scooter had maybe been a little bit more passive right at the end, maybe used the wizard more aggressively instead of an end of the turn bolt. But other than that, that was a pretty good game to watch. This is the first game I'm covering. The rest for the division I'm going to probably record tomorrow morning and then upload them. And then the recap will be coming probably Wednesday night. Okay, thanks for watching.